Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is Mr. Dogboat333, and welcome back to HoI 4000 with Reich as Croatia. I'll be honest, it's been a month since I've recorded anything, so I don't exactly remember what happened in the last video, but we've been doing some stuff and some things. It looks like we're working on some army stuff, I guess. I don't know what we were working towards, but yeah. We were talking about Jimmy Carter a little bit because, it's big boy Croatian, unfortunately Italy and Serbia still, because it's probably going to get fixed out. Yeah, we have a few more parts to finish that up. So we still have some time. We were talking about Jimmy Carter because it came out, I think the weekend before I recorded this, that he's now in hospice care, and, it's a shame, because Jimmy Carter, fantastic man. His presidency a little bit more, I guess. He wasn't as bad. I don't think he was as bad as people generally say he was, but he certainly wasn't. He certainly had some issues, but probably one of the best men to ever become president, who was ever president. Like, for the stuff they did and the good they did, he did to the world, for the world, if that makes sense. Did just some incredible, kind stuff. Ooh. Uh-oh. Well, here's hoping their bunkers hold up, I guess. Yeah, Carter and actually Hoover are actually kind of similar in that they're not known for being especially good presidents. What were we doing? Mediterranean Navy, improving our Air Force. So if we go down these, we can go ahead and do Greater Croatia. Okay, I see what I was doing. I did not yet. I'll have to check it out, though. Let's do the improvement of the Navy real quick. With us bordering the Italians, our Navy needs to be in an excellent condition where it can test for monopoly on the Adriatic Sea. Must be in preparation for Navy improvements immediately. But yeah, it was Carter and Hoover who, one-term presidents, kinda got wiped out in pretty bad fashion electorally. And are kind of maybe not looked at too positively presidency-wise. But all the stuff they did while they were president, or after they were president, like humanitarian stuff and helping people, is fucking incredible. It's probably, they did incredible stuff. Hoover was a big guy who helped send aid to Europe after World War I. And even after, he did some, I forget the exact details, it was good stuff. And then Carter, he built houses with Habitat for Humanity. He didn't just give money, he went out and actually built houses. He was even doing it in his 90s. Which was, I think, pretty impressive. Like, I think a few years ago he fell, got a big bruise on his face, and then a few months later, he was back to building houses. Also did a lot of work in helping, in different countries or poor parts of the U.S. He did a lot of good. And, did a lot of very impressive good stuff. And, yeah. Let's do Mediterranean Navy expansion. Though Croatia officially has a navy, it is in truth more than a few fishing boats with rifles mounted on them. If we truly wish to be respected in the region, we are going to make serious improvements. Perhaps one day we shall have a navy to rival that of the powers that share the Mediterranean with us, like Italy and Britain. Well, that'd be cool. Their neighbors on the Italian Navy. It really did well for the vision of... Oh, yeah. That doesn't surprise me. Uh-oh. It's not so good over there. Do convoy interdiction. Regia Marina did not fuck around. Yeah. Let me see, because I don't think I've seen this before. Yeah, okay. But yeah, shout out Jimmy. Good man. And he lived a good life. It would have been cool to see him get to 100, but you know what? He's done what he needed to do. So what are you gonna do? I think he's okay with going. And yeah, thank you, Jimmy. So the Croatian Air Force. The Croatian Air Force has been a neglected branch and has had quite infrequent use throughout the past years. We wish to put up any sort of resistance in case of invasion, or even provide air support during any invasions of our own. We absolutely need a modern Air Force. For starters, we must call up a few experts in the field to form a new plan for the future. What do we want to do now? A few civvy factories are probably not out of the question. So let's get working on those. We can't do anything there. That was a lie. I don't know why I told us we could do anything. Just want us to downgrade. Let's get Krupp. There goes Estonia. But yeah. And a lot less, immediately important news. People on chat notes, I shaved. I've had a beard going for a while. I did no shave November. And it actually turned out pretty well, and I liked it. And I think a lot of people did like it. So I kept it going for a while. But I got a haircut last week sometime. What path did you and Serbia go? We went Democratic. And Serbia went fascist. So, I think they're actually supposed to be on a warpath soon to go after us. Which is going to be a little interesting if that happens. So that is to be determined there. But yeah, I don't know if it is Serbia Himmler. But he's an unpopular figurehead, apparently. So I do not know. But yeah, I got a haircut, and it was a pretty good haircut, but the guy, cleaned up the sideburns, which usually I don't mind, but he cut out a good, like, 3/4 of an inch off of the beard, or off of the beard connecting it to the hair. And so, like, I stuck with it for a little bit, but I just kept looking. I was like, God, this is gonna bug me. So I decided to burn the forest down so it can regrow. I really think the Sue the porn stash. I'll take that. You know, with the little goatee, I think it worked, honestly. But at the same time, I was feeling a bit of a clean shave anyway, so I'm still getting used to it because I've had facial hair for a few months now, but now that I'm clean shaven, I'm okay with it. Anyway, let's improve the Air Force. The battle in the air is almost as, if not more important than the battle on land. If we are in a war, and we lose the air war, we lose the war in general. So we must expand and improve our Air Force greatly. Fair enough. We'll see that. We'll see about that. Yeah. A lot of these I'm remembering a lot of these I don't really need. I think we'll do some of these though for resource stuffs. Excavation 1. Croatia learning the lessons down, found out the hard way, I guess. Yeah. I'm actually blanking on what you mean. You're gonna have to, Oh, the Air Force. I get you. It took me a second. But I understand now. Alright, let's go ahead and do, let's do Greater Croatia. And unlock decisions to officially reunify Croatia. Interesting. The concept of Greater Croatia has not yet perished from the minds of our citizens and those who live abroad. We'd be fools not to embrace these old ideas of uniting the Croatian people under one flag. A Croatian flag made by and for the people who claim its prestigious heritage. Our beautiful homeland shall serve all Croatians, no matter where they may live. Serbia's gonna find that soon enough, too. True. We're gonna do what Bill Clinton would do 40 years from now, am I right? And then we got old, yeah, we got Earl Warren, and he's probably going to help us out. They're going to regret ever existing, I guess. Are you in the I am in the Toronto Accord. I think I am. Yep, Toronto Accord. So, we're gonna have some fun. We are gonna have some fun. Yeah, I'm gonna record a few more parts of this, and then I think I agreed, at least mentally, 3 parts will be good enough. Yeah, that's so strong, you know it. Record 3 parts, so 2 more after this one, I'm thinking. Got Greater Croatia, beautiful. Let's do the Zagreb Industrial Center next. For being the capital of a great and mighty nation, Zagreb certainly is lackluster when it comes to production. To remedy this, we must transform our pearl into an industrial powerhouse on the same scale as Detroit and America. By expanding our industries within the capital, we will not only be able to build up our productivity by significant amounts, but also expand our most important city in the process of doing so. Zagreb has been and will always be the heart of our industry. Indeed. So... Ooh. That is interesting. I believe... Okay, first off, we get cores on all of this, right? Yeah. Get core... Not on that. That's a little annoying. But we get cores on Bosnia again, which is nice, because we didn't have cores on it before. Get core on Srem. I think most interestingly, we get cores on these coastland areas. Which is going to be... We get core on Fiume. Get a core on Istria. And we get the option to invade Italy. Which is very, very interesting. Germany declares war on Croatia. Call an ambulance, but not for me. Indeed. Well, Germany... Well, they're actually... Well, they're still kind of working on consolidating all of this, I think. Baldman is having some issues there, it seems. But we have some more units. Let's see. We could do... Let's do infrastructure for the metropolis. By deciding to further expand our industry within our grand capital of Zagreb, we've also made another significant choice in the process, a decision which will be crucial to the future build-ups. In order to establish more industrial areas within the city, a much larger, more modernized sort of road infrastructure will be needed in order to ensure a safe transportation of goods and people, not to mention for further build-up. Like German about a bit fucking yeeted, am I right, fellas? True that. Well, is Eggman even in there anymore? He still is, yeah. Greenhouse gas, who cares about that? Let's do synthetic oil experiments. And then... Yeah, I don't know what to do from here. Guess motorized infantry. Albania's actually doing pretty well. I figured they were gonna be a little, fucked. But they're potentially going to fuck over Serbia. Which makes me think I might have to turn the comment section off for that video, for this video. But, we'll deal with that when we deal with that. Yeah. Let's do the mine. Let's mine the steel of Zagreb. Perhaps nowhere is steel more important than in Croatia, as is well known as a crown city of our industry and economic prosperity. Curiously, the city of Zagreb and the region of Croatia also share this reliance on steel. Therefore, in order to boost our central region's economic prosperity, we must greatly expand our steel mining operations in the region. This will greatly improve the economy for the whole country, fortunately, but be a great benefit for Croatia proper. Albania #1. True. Yeah. I'm trying to think what to do. Honestly, boys. What we might want to do, honestly. I think it might be time to go ahead and retake the coast. And honestly, if we proclaim Greater Croatia, we might honestly be done here, so we might just wrap up a little sooner than I expected. Which I think is okay. And honestly, I have some other... Because it's been a while. It's been a month since I've recorded. And in that time, both Reich and Tino have updated. So I do kind of want to finish up on this so I can turn my head to my attention to other content. Especially Tino of Guangdong. But yeah. We'll train some more guys. Let's go ahead and connect our country. First step to get started with our industrial buildup will undoubtedly be the buildup of our infrastructure system. To efficiently manage the buildup of the industry as good as possible will be an undeniable requirement to have a good road system on which materials and resources can be transported from one part of a country to another. We shall see to it that the road system shall be greatly increased and improved as soon as possible. There we go. Get some railroads. Slovak-Hungarian tensions. Ooh. Well, good luck, Slovakia. You guys are probably going to need it. But yeah, I think... Infantry anti-tank. I think we can go ahead and reclaim the coast, boys. Guarantee Slovakia for the memes. I would, but I can't. Game rules. We got a nice little railroad. Look at that. That's cute. Let's go ahead and integrate Sarajevo infrastructure while we're at it. The infrastructure of Bosnia, while it does exist, is very poorly built and not yet connected to the rest of the Croatian net of roads and railways. In order for us to build up the rest of Bosnia, we'll need to not only connect, but also improve their infrastructure. Namely, there are the roads of Sarajevo. This is perhaps the most important of all. For Sarajevo, will be the most important point for our future operations. I'm sure it will be. I think I'll train up a few troops. Thomas Dewey, okay. It's a little weird that Warren is stepping down instead of Dewey. I don't really know how the I haven't played US in 1000 Week Reich, so I don't really know how the primary system works. So Well, I think if you remember to a month or so ago when I actually we played this, we actually had they actually revolted and we had to beat that rebellion down. Let's go ahead and industrialize the Bosnian countryside. The mountains of the border region that once spoke the Serbian tongue, their villages inhabited by Serbian people. Since the war, things have changed. The Serbs have been forced out of the countryside, taking their possessions with them. The already unindustrialized lands have become a wasteland, where bandits, chetniks, and other groups still run wild. We must revive these wastelands and begin to fill these lands with the clockwork of workers' factories and smokestacks. Yeah. Well, for now, we'll just leave it there. Because I gotta end it here. All of you people, thanks for watching. Like, dislike if you didn't. Yeah. Usual links down in the description box below. Leaving comments you have down in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.